Hey, before we get today's video started, I have a story to tell you. I woke up today to my alarm with a migraine. I went to work with a migraine. I took a bath, I took a walk, I ate chicken noodle soup, I took naps, and I rested with ice packs and hot compresses on my forehead like they do in animes to try and get over a cold, just trying to beat this migraine all day. I still have a bit of that migraine, but I want to record because I want to record. But the reason why I want to record is because while I was getting better from my migraine all day, I started a new anime called Alya. Is my recording okay? It's bugging out over there. Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, I think is what it's called. And in that anime, it's a nice little rom-com with little characters doing some slice of life stuff, pretty much. That's my kind of anime. But the voice actors in this anime were doing such a good job. They did a fantastic job at portraying these real characters. I mean, the realism was just insane. The writing was beautiful, and I think the translation was a lot of it, and the direction of the vocals was probably all playing a part in this anime having amazing voice acting. That just really helped sell these characters and get these tropes across that didn't make it feel like corny or hard to watch. You know what I mean? I don't know if any of you have seen it, but I do recommend giving it a watch if that's kind of like your thing. But as a voice actor, I was just so enamored with this entire thing. It was beautiful to watch, and I'm inspired to voice act more than ever. And so even though I'm coming on the other end of this migraine, I got my tea here with me. I've been playing it safe all day, guys. You don't understand. I've been in bed all day, and I just want to record. I want to get my videos out. I've been doing this. In my channel, I post a video a day, except for weekends, right? 5 days a week, whenever I can. If I'm too busy, then I can't. But when I can, and today is a day that I can, and I've wanted to all day, I want to make a video, so I'm gonna make a video. Even though I don't feel 100%, I want to practice my voice acting more than ever. So we are going to hop into some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, a game that I love. A game that I love so much. And we're gonna get started with the trial. I didn't realize we were ending it here. Oh boy, Maya. Don't make me start with this, please. Okay, hold on. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that gurgling because the tea is going down. A lot of my migraine is because of like head congestion. There's something in the air. Something's in the air. Okay.
What?
Alright, Maya, you did it. Where's my thing? Did I click off the screen? There we go.
Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean?
That was her voice, right? I'm losing it. No, I heard it's his successor this time.
Successor?
That's it. You're back, Maya.
Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win.
Yeah, he did. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. Which, perfection does not make perfect. Wait, no. What's the word? Practice makes perfect. Perfection is the enemy to progress. That's the saying I wanted to say. Say what you need to say. Guys, I'm out of it. Guys, hold on, can I get a reset? Whew, all right. He had a perfect record for 40 long years.
Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts? And now, his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give them a voice this chapter, huh?
It's no good. Mystic Maya.
Is this her? Pearly?
Pearly!
Hello?
You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees.
They practically sound the same, but she's got a little voice to her.
She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yup, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map.
Don't tell me you walked all the way here.
Of course not. I ran.
I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man.
Pearly, what about the train? Huh? Where's the train?
I give up.
It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend.
Objection! I am not a friend. I am Edgeworth.
Except that's not how I sound in this.
I sound like this. I am Edgeworth. Objection!
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
Every trial was a
Sorry, I saw Phoenix. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life...
Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again.
Huh? But why, Nick?
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back.
What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean?
Court will now commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom.
Wait. Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna go with that. Sorry. I was like, how do I incorporate more realism into my voice acting? But then it would just be like, court's about to begin, so like, please begin or whatever. No, that's not what a bailiff sounds like. Unless, let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway.
Nick?
It's okay, Maya. I don't even know. I mean, he quit, I guess, and that's like weighing down on Phoenix. Poor guy. Hello?
The court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
What is with this kid?
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Who are you? Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on.
Von Karma sounded like this. Isn't this what Von Karma sounded like? So if this is his daughter or something.
Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge.
Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow!
I'm talking.
Hello?
Weapons are not allowed in court.
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you all. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes?
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
I smell a smelly smell that smells smelly.
10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
Hey, you're a witness? No, you're not.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map.
I see the map. Look how much space there is behind that dividing board.
The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit?
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
Actually, it was just me. I broke the door down with my immense strength.
That's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
So, how was the victim killed?
I was about to get to that.
Stop wasting my time then.
Okay, okay, I'll stop. My bad, whoa, my bad. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Okay.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Thank you. Let me check this out, actually. Hold on. Okay, that's all it says. Cool.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Thank you, Judge. Alright. Let's just press you on this. Oops. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection! Why would he have a pistol? Who cares?
Her voice was a bit higher pitched than I thought it was gonna be, so...
The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints. There were fingerprints?
Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Fays, were also on the grip, sir.
Murmur, on the grip? What does that mean? What's a grip? Get a grip!
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there.
Okay. Point blank, huh? So, about how far away is that?
It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Okay?
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn.
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire. And that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess.
Okay. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the Fays, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it.
All over it, huh? This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
I will press him on this one. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Use the pistol to finish him off. Okay. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools.
Do you mind?
A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter, then, which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the two murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
Poggers!
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
No, it doesn't. Why were there 2 gunshots if they stabbed him first and he wasn't able to move?
Naturally.
Plus, where did the gunshot in the little folding thing come from? Hello? This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. No, I'm not gonna do that. All the way, keep on dancing. All the way, keep on flying. All the way, keep going. You got this. All the way, all the way. If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen.
Your Honor! Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. Hello? Do you mind?
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective!
Yes, sir!
Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike.
Yes, sir. Now, see here! Proceedings are run by... There! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
But there's only one piece. The one piece is real.
Anyway. Yes, the incriminating evidence. The photos, I'm guessing.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of back spray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
There are blood splatters on it, okay.
All right, Mr. Wright.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Could you throw my middle name in there? Mr. Phoenix... I don't know where I was going with that. Okay. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier?
You're kind of scary today, you know, pal.
Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court.
All right, just please stop glaring at me like that.
Maya's costume?
Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her.
Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Okay. This blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
Murmur, it's the victim's blood? Yeah, that's kind of obvious, y'all.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence?
Well...
Objection!
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
Now even the judge is on our side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Didn't I see, hold on, can I look at this? Didn't I see, can I not look at that? When it was sprawled out, I thought I saw a bullet hole in her costume. But I don't know how to tell. I'm gonna press further just because, but why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Yeah, see? Look at the arm. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Heh, hole. Get it? Hole. Poke a hole. Pocahontas. Poke a hole in her hole.
In her dress, in her outfit. Looks like my time is up. So, about the costume. There is one little itsy bitsy thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What?
What are you talking about, pal?
But where is this problem you're talking about?
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Take that. I ask the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? Oh, there's a tiny hole here.
A hole? But that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Murmur, murmur, bullet hole, murmur, murmur.
Order, order, order! This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Yes. Press the check button for details. Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Holds. Get it? Because a hole won't punch a hole in our argument. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. Slam! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police,
What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true.
the evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
With no fighting back. Yeah. I'm gonna press you on that, but then I'm gonna present the evidence. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of a struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically.
We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her.
Okay. Bing, 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 bong, bong. Boom, bing, boom, ba-ding, bing, boom, boom, bing, bing, ba-ding, bing, boom, boom, bing, bing, ba-doo, ba-doo, bing, boom. Bing, bing.
Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling.
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
Ah, you're right.
It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Miss Von Karma?
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Ah! Now that you...
Why, that's right.
Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all.
No! Well, yes, that's true.
I bow. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
How so?
Ah!
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Okay. Why me? Okay, here I go. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it.
Okay.
The scenario you have put together does make sense.
No, it doesn't.
He missed because he was too close?
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright?
On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily.
Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please.
Hold it. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess.
Objection!
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Kurain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kurain channeling technique.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony.
All right, bro. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad.
How badly hurt would you say he was?
Actually, I went in to give blood the other day, and afterwards I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry, 100 times. What do you want from me?
Hello? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Did the pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? That's really weird. So, you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Aw. Slam. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger.
Even me? I wonder. You're saying even someone like Eenie Meenie?
Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect.
His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, hold on, let me just see. Took a shot. They were too close, he missed. Doesn't make a lot of sense. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Okay. Okay, let me see what I've got here. About 8 inches off the ground. I feel like that he would have shot it while like he was stabbed. And then he's on the ground and he shoots like that. And maybe her arm is like draped down like this to her side, like I'm evil or whatever, right? But then he shot trying to shoot at her and it hit this, or stabbed in chest, then shot at point blank. Okay. 2 shots were fired. Victim took out his gun. Oh, this is a bit tough. I don't even really know where to present something. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Okay, hold on, check this out. There's no, oh wait, is there burn marks around it? I can't really tell. Maybe I do this for this one because there weren't burn marks from the gunpowder. Yeah. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Wright.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? That's what I thought.
Can gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Oh!
But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Order, order.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking.
Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then when they were separated that he fired. How was that?
Nopers. As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Yeah, that's what I would have done too if I were you. And I'll do it next time too. When I resume, is what I'm trying to say. The end of the episode is here. Thank you for watching. Over the course of this episode, I gotta say, like, my migraine wasn't that bad starting it. It was so bad throughout the rest of the day, but I have been taking such good care of it, and it did go away enough for me to feel comfortable enough to record. Finally, I can kind of say that it's gone. I'm so thankful for that. My gosh, the whole day, literally for like about 12 hours at this point, I had a migraine. And it was bad, let me tell you. I tried to do things, like when I told you I tried to go on a walk, I put sunglasses on, I put a hat on, and it was overcast out today. It was rainy, and the sun was still too much. Like, turning on these lights, I have ring lights blaring in my eyes right now. This is the most light I have gotten all day. I'm just happy to be feeling better. I'm so happy that I got to record this, and hopefully, it's 8:50 p.m. right now. I hope I can edit this in time to get this out to you tomorrow. So if you're seeing this on Tuesday, the 9th, then I guess I was able to do that. If you're watching this in the future, then I still probably got it up on the 9th. You're just watching it in the future because you're behind on my videos, or you just recently discovered my channel, or you like Phoenix Wright, so you're revisiting the video and this is your second watch through. Whatever the case may be, please like the video, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, okay? I really do. Hope you have a great day, all right? Peace out.